Most people believe that the virtual world is a superficial, more anonymous, less real representation of ourselves than the real one, right? I mean, that's what everybody thinks. That's the idea. That's one of the criticisms that people make about virtual worlds. Geez, how is it going to become profoundly compelling to hang around inside this weird extension of a 3D game in which I'm essentially putting forth a kind of a cardboard representation of myself that is not quite me. It's sort of, I don't know, some cool thing I picked from a catalog. Nothing could be farther from the truth. The reality of it is, and there are people like the folks at Stanford studying this right now, the projection that you make of yourself as an avatar is in all likelihood a more realistic, interesting, and discoverable representation of your real personality than you are. Now, how could I say something so crazy? Well, we are profoundly creatures of our own minds. We build our identity through our experiences in this world. Our bodies themselves change very little over our lifetimes. Our ability to change our physical appearance to match who we feel we are is limited. Clothes are expensive, cosmetic surgery a lot more so. For the most part, we stay looking like we do, and yet the person that's inside us having these life experiences changes, over time, is affected by the people you meet and the experiences you have and the places you go, and yet you are unable to externalize this as a part of your life experience very well. And yet the virtual world, by virtue of the fact that it essentially has so much variety, this person, Fiery, was able to choose that ring that she has on, and it's probably hard with the Space Navigator, but I'm going to really go after this and go right in on it. You'll see that the design there of that ring is itself specific. She was able to go out and purchase that ring to wear on her finger from the virtual world. Things in the virtual world can be built with the same degree of detail and artistic skill that you see on things in the real world. Even more so in the sense that natural resources, the gold, the diamond and stuff, are essentially all free and instantaneously available. But the artistic skill of creating identity, of creating that ring that this person was, for some reason, went out and chose to buy, is extremely rich, and much richer. You see the sunglasses on her head, the particular hair that she has, the clothing choices she's made, the shoes that she is not wearing. All of these are choices that were made by this individual. They have nothing to do with sort of picking yourself from a catalog. As people here can tell you, when you get into Second Life for the first time, you are sort of a uniform-looking kind of person that you don't want to be for very long. You rapidly start building your identity. So this ability to craft your own identity in the virtual world, and the fact that it is easier to create who you want to be in the virtual world, actually means something that people are starting to study now that's quite fascinating, which is that you unknowingly, unwittingly in some sense, actually project more of who you are in the virtual world than you do in the real world.